Jonathan with Iron Mind Hypnosis here. The 18th thing I'd like you to know about hypnosis. Now, many things you can do with hypnosis are huge, huge, life-changing, monumental, just big stuff. And those are all great and wonderful. And sometimes it's the small stuff that drives you nuts. Sometimes it's a certain sound. Maybe it's a sound that crops up in your office. Um, maybe it's the sound of a coworker's voice. Maybe it's a certain thing that your loved ones do. Maybe it's a behavior of somebody else in traffic. Maybe it's anything. And maybe that's the sort of thing that drives lots of other people nuts. Maybe you're the only one you know that is driven up the wall by this particular thing. Maybe it's something that you've managed to keep secret so that nobody knows it's driving you up the wall. And maybe your friends have noticed this is one of your hot buttons and they keep pressing it. And it drives you nuts because it entertains your friends to no end to keep doing whatever that thing is that drives you nuts. And these things can be very small. They could be as small as a food preference, a certain sound, a look, this sort of thing. Tiny things. Here's the thing. These tiny things that drive you nuts, they don't have to drive you nuts. What if, you've got options. What if they just stopped driving you nuts? What if they existed, you had basically the same relationship with them, still minimal, still you don't want them cropping up, but what if they just, oh yeah, I guess that was a thing, but it's not, it doesn't seem to matter. What if instead of driving you nuts, they put a smile on your face? What if instead of driving you nuts, they remind you of your love for your family? See, that's one of the great things about hypnosis is you can take even things that aren't real problems, aren't kind of worthy of taking you off your game, but still do anyway. Take you out of the groove, take you away from your best self, or just distract you to no end. You take those things and have something better, something different. It could be a specific something different or just anything different. It could be just changing the direction from frustrated to happy about it. Or it could just be changing the strength from intensely distracting to, oh my, I guess that happened, I didn't really notice. But hypnosis can do small things as well as large. And it's just a reminder that just because things are out there in the real world and that they have always driven you nuts doesn't mean that that has to be your future. That a thing that used to drive you nuts will always drive you nuts. It's not so. It doesn't have to be that way. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.